Live and in safety orange, I am here. A wise man named Lee Kosei once said, DC, don't wear bright colors because it reflects on black backgrounds really bad, and especially if something is encased, it looks awful and can raise hell with the camera. And to those wise words, I say, but I like this shirt. So, what's going on, everyone? Yesterday, my goodness, I am still recovering from all of the laughing that occurred yesterday. I had to show bits and pieces of the video. I had to relive some of it, and I tell you, that was funny. I'm going to agree with Dave and say that was, I don't know, maybe the funniest I've ever laughed on stream in a long time. Hopefully it was as enjoyable for y'all as it was for me. The Denver Broncos are playing the Kansas City Chiefs, and it is only 3-0. And with the way both teams are playing, I don't think it's going to be much higher than that. Hello, lady. Lady was like, "Yeah, this stream was hilarious." It was. Whew. What up, T-Bone? I feel like I lost like 4 pounds laughing. Just burning those calories. Now, in theory, we can do it all again today. It's simply a matter of y'all deciding to. Lady says, "Hi, Jimmy." She heard you. Oh, you know? Okay. He knows. He's busy playing. Why do I look purple? I'm definitely not that purple. At least I don't think I am. No, it's another white balance issue. Man, that's weird. What's going on, Mr. Young? Uncle Trevor says hi. There we go. That's human colored. It's probably my shirt throwing off the white balance. Mr. Young, we were just talking about how funny today was. Or yesterday was. And what a good time that was. Now, I don't... What's going on, Dangle? There it is. There it is. It's starting. Hello, everyone except Mr. Young. and it begins. Now, listen, Dangle, buddy, if you are going to buy any Super Break product, any DCD product, or any Panini product, I am going to recommend today that you do not telegraph your move unless you plan on faking somebody out. Like if you're like, "Hey, I'm about to grab 2 TMNT," and then you sneakily just go grab 2 Amalgamation, I highly recommend you either don't announce your purchases or use subterfuge and claim you are going to order 2 of something else and then place a completely different order. That is my recommendation to you. Just saying for what it's worth. I do know Craig said yesterday that today he was planning on grabbing something. So we will see what that is. Poker face. Poker face. Yeah. Good. To be fair, I needed someone to buy 23 in order to get 24. know, man. What was in 24? I fell asleep. I'm glad you asked, Ice Wolf. I'll show you.
Wow, I can't believe my friend saved me. His name was Save My Name. My name. I am.
24 for Sportflix was purchased by Mr. Young. It had some cards. It had Mila Hooch. It had Dottie Hinson. Good old dirt in the skirt. Most importantly, it had squints. 'Cause it's about the art. Other than that, oh yeah, it had this. But much bigger and in better resolution. I was like, ouch. I saw. It's like, ouch. Oh, it's so brutal.
And you're sorting too, so that is brutal.
Oh, Jimmy, you're grounded. 3 weeks. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah. So that happened. Oh, Ice Wolf, it gets better. I mean, worse. I mean, better or worse. Then Dangle said, I want to split a box of Legacy with somebody. And sure enough, somebody decided, no, I'm going to buy one on my own because Dangle just wants to split one. And they hit a 2 of 2 Bo Jackson. Not only that, a really nice Trey McBride double patch auto. It was a double doink. And I'm not going to say who did it. That would be really rubbing salt in the wound. But yeah, it was a double doink. What's going on, KP?
Hey, baby Wes.
What up, buddy? Jimmy says hi. Yeah, so, I will tell you, Dangle was a good sport about it. And he's now probably not going to telegraph his moves because 2 people bought out from under him. He says, I'm going to buy 2 TMNT, and then he's going to hit up Amalgamation. It's going to be a false statement.
Because I know something you don't know. I am not left-handed.
What's going on, Hellbolt? I love you, man.
No, we love you, buddy.
Oh, Jimmy says, we love you, buddy. We love you. So, needless to say, I am in rare form. I am ready to go. Whenever y'all want to get started, let's get started. He's like, I did consider doing that tonight. All the love back to you, buddy. I love water. So, Um, bu- bu-
Daddy,
okay.
I have stuff to show you.
Yeah.
The TV. Well, not the TV, the fans.
Okay. Oh, you have some stuff? Okay. Well, just show them the box real quick. We can't go through all of them, okay?
It's okay.
Okay, you want to show them? No, okay.
No, sure.
But you got cheese all over your fingers.
Hold up. Get me.
Buddy, you got Dorito fingers. I don't want you touching anything.
They're better.
Let me see your other ones. Okay, they're good. Flashback to the up.
So you guys want me to show them or something?
Yeah, if you want to show a couple of them. You can't go through all of them, but you can go through some of them.
Here, I'll
There's the Dorito fingers. There you go. No, he's on the screen. See? Doritos. USADA and UFC going their separate ways. Well, of course.
True, going
The-
their separate ways.
The UFC wants as many tailored steroids as they can get. The UFC doesn't care about human welfare and life. The UFC prefers that their people get injured as bad as possible because it makes good TV.
Where's
The UFC does not care about its fighters. That has been proven so many times
Okay.
in the past that them not going with USADA just makes sense
These
so
are
that they can
some-
continue injuring
a
people.
couple that I got? This is back then.
Mike Allstott.
Another Tampa Bay. Some of hot rookies. And one of my favorite, Jerry Sneed for the Kansas City Chiefs. Offense tackler, your favorite team.
Sewell.
Evan,
Not yet, Carlos.
cornerback. Running back, Rex. Jalen Waddle.
Waddle.
Tagovailoa. And Cortland Sutton. Which I have more, which I do have Aaron Jones. So, I'll put them in.
Okay. Good job.
Wait, Daddy, stop playing.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
There you go. It's up there. It's that one.
I love each and every one of you. Please stay. Stay, blah, 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 blah. I love you.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna lose the feed. Come back, feed. There it is. It came back. I think it's more for them to recover quicker and get back into action. Yeah, it's still steroids. It doesn't change the fact that it's steroids. It doesn't change the fact that they want them to use performing-enhancing drugs. The UFC never cared about steroids. They suspended because they had to. If they gave a ish about the fighters, then those who popped for steroids would have had to split their purse, just like people who missed their weight. The fact that they did not find them and give that to the fighter that they fought and cheated against is garbage. The UFC is a terrible company. There's no other ways around it. There's no redeeming qualities. It's good entertainment if you like the sport, but the UFC is a trash company. Absolute garbage. Yeah, they got to get McGregor back in the ring because he won't stop doing steroids because the dude is deranged. Ice Wolf. Ooh. Ooh, Ice Wolf. Ice Wolf, are you doing a little undercutting yourself? Are you, are you sniping? I love it. I love that you're sniping. Let me see. You're number one. And now you're Josh Allen. Ooh, number 3 is next. Are you kidding? Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Would I do that? Well, I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? All right, you are number 1. Let's get number 1. Here's number 1. Dangle, here's your chance. Here's your chance, Dangle, before somebody gets in before you. Oh, goodness. Oh, there it is. I know, Hellbolt, I have convinced Trevor to be on for the entire stream to be the mod since you won't be here. All right, Ice Wolf. We are going to kick things off, and I'm going to need to fix the focus for this first before I start, before I even get started. Because I know what size these are. Of course, I do that, and then we're going to get a big hit in amalgamation. I have to refocus it again. What's going on, Ton? All right, so Space Spectacular is 2 parts. It is first a 2023 Star Wars SIG series. It is secondly an original Lee Cozy sketch. Let's start with tops. Good luck, Ice Wolf. What's up, dude? I don't know how to pronounce this name, so we're just gonna go out with it. Pamich Narrowgood. That's Crystal Clark. Force Awakens. Okay. What you got? Show me.
See what it?
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Look at me.
Yeah, you look beautiful.
Look at all of my
Tiny
pets.
peanut head.
And look at, I got a match. Dude, I'm
Okay.
so strong. Wait, just real quick. Okay. But here's the actual one. Ready?
Okay.
The Dark Prince. 3, 2.
Okay. Sweetheart, I have to work.
Okay.
Okay? I know you're gonna win.
Okay, stop.
All right, number 17. Ah, we know. We know upside down is good. We know upside down is good. The question is it one of those official backs? Ooh, how about the Star Wars Society? Oh, yeah. Hello, princess. Nice. A little bit of watercolor on there. Is that what that is? Give it a little wash. A little Assange on the back. And now, amalgamation with original artwork by Elvin Hernandez and comic books by Doug, Trevor, and DC. You drew 1 of 15. So we will start with Batman the White Knight presents Generation Joker, which in and of itself is a bit of an amalgamation. It's a female version of the Joker. I like the little puppet Two-Face. And then we got some Incredible Hulk. Boy, he looks like Hulk Thor there. The Murphyverse. So what happens if we mix these two comics together? Why, you get Giggle Fit. You get Loki. Valid. Very valid. I like it. Giggle Fit. Yeah, listen, just in case you weren't aware, Elvin Hernandez absolutely, utterly destroyed this with amazing art. Dr. Hernandez absolutely put his foot into everything. All of these are ridiculous. I'm just saying, we only made 15. I mean, I can't force you to get something, but you can see the effort that was put into it. Right, lady? That's exactly what I'm saying. It is ridiculous. I still need, listen, Kevin, I keep pitching it. Hey, Trevor Doug, we need to get KP and our dear friend Elvin on a Devils in the Detail break. I keep saying it. Tomorrow, during our meeting, I'm going to say it again. So good. So good. And then what we'll do is KP, the hit for your and Elvin's break will just be one line on an 8.5 by 11. Just one line from each of you. That's it. One hair line. And that'll be the big hit. It'll be the minimalist hit. I'd figure out where to look first. There you go, Ice. Congratulations, man. 2 good books and a great piece of art. Little hairline fracture. There you go.
What? How did you choose?
Oh, no. I thought you were talking to me, baby. You're good. I love the out of the box stuff. Right? Yeah. Yep. It'll be one line and then KP's signature. And then one line, probably in like a hot pink purple, and then Elvin's signature. Or we'll do a jam piece where both of you just make one intersecting line each. You know what? Forget it. I may just commission you and Elvin myself to do a minimalist one line trio. It'll be like a 5x7 of you doing just one line and then your signature, and then Elvin doing one line in the signature, and then I'll mail him like an 8.5x11. And have him draw one line, and then have him mail it to you, and then you draw one intersecting line, and then you both sign it, and then I'll just hang that in my living room, and that will be arguably the coolest ever collection of art by 2 of the most talented people that absolutely undercut their magnificent ability. Gotta get Kaiser to ink it. Kaiser to slash. Elvin signs his KP with a yeah, impasta. There you go. I like it. I like you'd be torturing us. Paul Maitland is moist. Come on, feed, don't die on me. There, we're back. Yeah, that's I have to consider that now. All right, I'm sorry. Stay focused. Stay focused. Ice Wolf, did you do it again? Ice Wolf. I I didn't even see the first one. I only saw the second one. I did not realize you did them both. Watch out for agents. Yeah. Excuse me. I was I did a double take. I'm like, no, I already did that. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Well, I mean, he gave everybody an opportunity. He did say, here is your chance, Dangle. He did say, by the way, there are only 5 more of these left. Only 5 more, and then the Space Spectacular is spectacularly gone. That's a sellout. Number 5. So, Johnny Five is alive. This is a nice mix, by the way. I do like this twofer. You're getting some Lee Cozy. You're getting a Topps autograph card. You're getting 1 to 2 comic books and a piece of art for $250 total, plus depending on what state you live in. So we'll do it again. 2023 Star Wars Sig Series, as part of the DCD Collects and Lee Cozy Space Spectacular. I would, I feel like we're due for a big auto. I really do. I feel like we are due for like one of those big slobber knocker autos. The ones that kind of just make you go, oh, dang. I had to do a double take. I had to question my sanity. I had to question my sanity when I first looked into that. This is the Guy Henry Grand Moff Tarkin. Craig. I don't have an order for you. There are no orders in the last 48 hours with your name on them. These retros are, in my opinion, the best looking ones out there. Saburos. So what goes with the Moff? Let's see what number 3 is. What goes with the Moff? A bug zapper. Oh, Lee. I mean, they are pretty important to the story in the grand scheme of things. Space Nun. I told you, they're important in the grand scheme of things. Moff and a Nun. All right, he's not driving. He's back. He is back. Ice, you got 5 of 15. DCD Collects presents Amalgamation with original art by Elvin Hernandez. To Muffin a Nun. Let's get something big. Let's get something big. Oh, hey, man. This is from my personal collection. This is from my PC. What if Miles Morales became Captain America? This is the OG. This is the non-variant. This is the base, which I am finding the bases are actually becoming more collectible than the variants because there are so many variants out there. What if Miles Morales became Captain America? Batman, Judge Dredd, Vendetta in Gotham. It's a Mignola cover. This is from Doug's personal collection. So what happens if you mix you get the American Nightmare. Look at the star work. Look at the star work. I mean, honestly, I know we're getting rid of the but just look at that stack stars. You got a mashup with your mashup. How meta. I just already can imagine this full-sized gold eagle shield in all its glory. I am the law. I mean, this part is great. I just can't get over how well this part was done. Like, it's not even the focal point, and this is just so well done. It's almost like Dr. Hernandez knows what he's doing. Prepare to be liberated, citizen. Yeah. So good. Stuff is so good. I mentioned it for those who saw the Instagram video I did. I wasn't lying. This is arguably one of the coolest things we've done in a while. Don't get me wrong. We do really cool stuff. Like, it's got to have cool factor for us to make it. But this one just really hit hard. It was like, wow, this is really great. And digging through all of our comic book boxes to give it a personal touch really made it that much more awesome. So I absolutely love this product. We toyed around with doing 20, but we really are trying to focus on smaller runs and getting better chances at hits for everybody. Easier for the big giveaways too. But this is one that we really teased getting up back into the 20s, 25 to do. But we're like, nope, we got to stick to our guns on this one. We're just going to do 15. Ultra exclusive. Each one of us in the company put a little bit of our own PC into it to make it kind of a one-off type thing. Could we do this again? It's feasible, but it would be difficult. We probably could, but we'd really have to dig into our comics because we did put some choice ones in here for you.
I knew he wasn't one of those.
He did kill it. The giveaway? What giveaway? I don't know of any giveaway. Oh, this is mine. Nobody's getting this. The giveaway was lost. I don't know where Asgard went. I don't know where Captain Odinson is. We lost it, so I don't have it anymore. It's gone. It's gone. Yes, Paul. No, after Taco Bell Dollar Menu, that's big runs. We're talking about small runs. This is not here. This is missing. It's in my private collection missing. This is not here. And this was 100%. The initial base for this product was Elvin's idea. Elvin's like, hey, you know what I want to do? I want to do a mashup. I want to do like an amalgamation. I want to blend two things together. I want to cross DC and Marvel. I want to just do awesome stuff. And we were like, that's all right. Let's see. And then he started just doing like the pencils, and he inked a few of them. We're like, oh, it's done. Yeah, it's a slam dunk. And then the argument was, now what do we do? Do we get like an old school card of each one? Do we try to find, some inserts? Then we were like, well, what if we just buy out a bunch of What If comics and throw a What If comic in there? And then I believe it was Trevor that was like, why don't we get a comic of each of the sides of the amalgamation and put two comics in each one? Now, some of them we were not able to find them, so we were like, let's get really good ones if they're single. Let's get autographed comics. Let's get higher end ones if we can't find both. That way there's still a good value in there. Can you tell I love this project? Listen, I understand it's my job to really kind of be like, oh, this. I think it's obvious that I'm not supposed to have a favorite child. This is kind of my favorite child right now. Don't tell TMNT, because honestly, TMNT is a rip too. But TMNT is like your 2-year-old. You love them, and when they were first out, you're like, oh, this is the greatest kid ever. But then, TMNT is 2 years old now, and then we have the newborn amalgam, and it's like, well, I mean, I love TMNT. It's still really awesome and super cool. But man, look at this new, fresh, it's got the new baby smell. The new comic book smell. Which, by the way, digging through some of the boxes gave you that awesome vintage comic book smell, and it was priceless. It was so good. Just stick your head in the box, you're like, oh, 1980s comics, yes. Carlos is like, me. Carlos, you have a 1 in 15 chance of having that. Ice Wolf has a 3 in 15 chance of having that. Let me do something real quick. Let me take a look at orders. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. Statistically, I have 3 1 in 15 chances. Or a better chance of hitting the 1.7 billion that already hit. I will just take it all, but yeah. It's, listen, there are projects that we do that we don't want to release to the public. TMNT is one of them. I know I'm beating that dead horse, but we do love TMNT here. This is another one. Honestly, the the Fun Pop Arts, there are some absolute ridiculous bangers in here. Still. That was one. Doug has a soft spot for sport flicks. Yeah. We have our own favorite children that we're not supposed to talk about, but you know, I'm gonna talk about my favorite children. Unconventional. Tomorrow is the last day. I gotta word this right. Whenever I say I have to word this right, this is when Trevor starts stressing out. Trevor just ate, so I don't want to give him agidou. So I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna try to say this correctly. Ice Wolf, I have full confidence you can pull off what's in your mind. I've seen your work. I own your work. I know you're great. No matter how I word this, it's not going to sound good. Unconventional was something that Trevor, Doug, and I put a lot of effort into. Because we knew it was going to be the last one we were going to do. And I feel like we maybe over exerted ourselves on that one. Getting all of those limiteds and exclusives and getting the original art and all the signatures involved. The phrase is not disappointed, because I'm not disappointed in the product at all. I'm not disappointed in the product at all. And I'm not disappointed in the reception that it got. Because it is great. I think I am frustrated. I'm just being honest with you. I'm frustrated because that was probably the most labor intensive thing that we did. We really spent almost, if you added up the hours throughout San Diego Comic-Con that we went to dedicating just getting items for this break. We even got Stephen Maddie to wait in lines for us for hours. That was the most labor intensive thing that we did. So it's tough that it sat the way it did. Now, the silver lining, and the thing that makes me feel good, and the thing that once I have to hit the button that takes it offline. There's a spot on my app where I actually hit the button. Um, it's gonna be it's gonna have duality. Sephoros, I'm talking about Unconventional, our Comic Con exclusive one. Um, it's gonna be it's gonna have a duality. It's going to hurt to cut something so short with only 6 out of the 23 moving. But it is going to be something that I can look forward to because all of the material that we spent all that time sourcing is going to find its way into other products. It is going to, here's a terrible example. Let me give you a terrible analogy. Somebody's texting me. They're probably telling me I need to stop talking. All right. I'm not going to stop talking. It's like this is going to sound graphic. I don't care. It's like a patient that is an organ donor that you're pulling the plug. And I know that sounds extreme. But again, these products they are my creative children. And by that, I shouldn't say mine, Trevor, Doug, and I do a lot. And this is one, this is one it's like an athlete, a young teenage athlete that something happens and they end up on life support and you have to pull the plug. And it's awful that you have to pull the plug on it, but you know that they're an organ donor and they're in great shape. They're healthy. They were a healthy person, and you are going to have pieces of them distributed to other people that need them, and in this case, other projects that are definitely going to accept them. So it sucks to have to say goodbye, but you know that part of it is going to live on it and move forward. People are rolling their eyes. I can feel it through the screen, but it really is. You're something that took hours and hours and hours and weeks and weeks and weeks of planning and execution is like your creative child. And it's like, man, stinks that it's going away, but oh boy, all of the projects that are now going to thrive and succeed and have something really special and big part of them, you have that bit of solace. So, that's how I feel. Trevor's like, wow, for a minute there, I was going to cut your feed. It is. It's how I feel. Thank you, Saporos. I mean, I know it's a morbid analogy, and there are people probably watching this that had to say goodbye to a loved one. And I don't mean to lessen it in its human form, but in the heart, that's what it's like. Just saying. Uh, Trevor's like, it is an amazing donor project. I might even buy some of the items back myself. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting how this pans out. Like, Yeah, oh, Sapporo's, man, you know that, oh, dude, that was probably one that was a little less sensitive, I guess. Thanks, lady. Sapporo's, like, it's like parting out a car that got totaled. A car that you hand built with your dad, that you fixed up and tricked out, and then somebody slams into it, ruins the frame, and there's no salvaging it, so you got to part the car out. You know the Edelbrock headers are gonna go to your cousin. The glass packs are gonna go to your nephew. Your brother's gonna take the Hemi out of it because it's useful. Um, the hearse transmission is gonna go in your grandfather's vintage vehicle who needed one. It's like that, man. The fuzzy dice hanging from the rear view are gonna go to your newest born child to put on their cradle. But yeah, Sapporos, I agree. Stay away from my Spawn stuff and Deadpool. So all of you know my brother Ryan. Ryan's wife Vidi is in the hospital today. Good stuff. Their daughter is to be born any hour now. It is her first, his second, but his first daughter. She's ready to go. It looks like at the moment, it is not going to be within the next 3 hours. I know this because they just gave Mama a sandwich, and you are not giving Mama a sandwich if baby is coming soon, which means I am going to have a niece whose birthday is Friday the 13th. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I tell you something. Friday the 13th, it's on. Ooh, yeah. Kevin P. West can appreciate that. KP, how you feel about a Friday the 13th baby? Dig it. It's almost as good as my first boss. His birthday was 10/31. Ah, our son is a 13th baby. But was he a Friday the 13th baby? Ooh, yeah, snap into a Slim Jim. Especially October. Dig it. Kelly and I celebrate 27 years of marriage today. She's at home sleeping, and I'm at work. First of all, Don, I'm glad you're working. Second of all, happy anniversary, my dear friend. When you come home late at night and crawl into bed, do me a favor and whisper into your lovely wife's ear that DC says happy anniversary. Oh, now okay. Yeah, so it's looking like, and again, you don't give food um to mom if it's close to time because mom will just throw it up. So the fact that they just gave her a sandwich lets me know that they don't plan on it being in the next few hours. But he's giving us the play-by-play, and he says it looks like it's a Friday the 13th baby. 10, 13, 23. 10 plus 13 equals 23. Friday the 13th. They should name her Carrie. How fun would that be? Actually would go with our last name. the 25th for 15 years. Well, congratulations, Carlos. I don't know your wife well enough for me to have you kiss her on the cheek and whisper a happy happy anniversary. But if you're feeling like you want to test the waters, go for it, brother. Pamela, as in Voorhees? Are you insane? Kelly has to be up at 4 a.m. for work. I'm not making any noises, let alone whispering in her ear. I don't want to anger that 5'4" redhead. Amen to that, brother. Yep. Redheads have that fire in their blood. It's true. If you want suggestions for baby names, he's going to break out all the traditional English ones. Trevor is gone. Hide everything that I want. Man, there was something, what was it? Shoot, wait. I had something to spoil. What spoilers did I have? Moist is not an appropriate baby name. Laurie, like Hugh Laurie? Man, what was I? Oh, yeah. This one I'm not supposed to show at all. I don't even think this person has announced that we're on the that they're on a project with us. So I don't even know if I'm supposed to show this. You're gonna love this. How freaking awesome is that? It's tape on the tape is on the plastic. I'm just not going to move it around. Oh man, using negative space is one of like my favorite things. I love negative space. That's Don Wynn, everybody. So good. Oh, I know, it's so good. Yeah, Don is, man, his watercolor, I tell you. So good. I'm not going to show you his hit, though. Who's this? Oh, yeah. You'll never guess who that is. Oh, man. I loved this movie. I religiously watched The Crow. I was The Crow probably for 4 years in a row for Halloween because of this film. As you can guess, this is Kevin P. West. Yeah. I'm not going to show you his hit either. I'm not going to show you his hits. what if I told you Gus Mauk is in? Yes, we got Gus Mauk. As a matter of fact, we mentioned monsters to Gus Mauk, and he's like, "Oh, I can make room for that in my schedule." No joke. He's like, "Yeah, I can find time in my schedule for that one." Gus was like, "I will find the time." By the way, the fact he does not use that signature ever. I mean, yeah, he does. The fact that he actually dual signed, that's kind of a big deal. Just BT dub. Anybody who knows Gus knows that he never puts. Let me rephrase that. I can't say never. That's qualifying. He rarely ever puts his last name on anything. It's always just the Gus. So that's actually kind of special in and of itself. All right. Last call on orders. I'm gonna do it a little bit early today. James really didn't get to. We got home kind of late yesterday, and I want to make sure he gets extra sleep. So, I am open. I am open. I am calling last call. Place as many orders as you want. If I'm opening stuff, that's fine. But I am putting in last call so that if there are no more orders, I can get the kid home at a good time. With that said, let me pull this up real quick. Okay. There we go. Ditto, Hellbolt. I hope your tomorrow is splendiferous. That's not the button I wanted to hit. All right, then I think it's a wrap. Tomorrow is Friday, October 13th. Haha, sorry. I was working on text for the webpage for my trading cards. Oh, you mean Maitland's Monsters? I know nothing about Maitland's Monsters or the fact that it was on a cover of a non sports card magazine. I know nothing of the spectacular amount of art and sets that Paul Maitland put together to distribute that Doug, Trevor, and I tomorrow at our 10 a.m. meeting are going to discuss further. I know nothing of those, Paul Maitland. Do it, dude. Enjoy. Apparently, it was the L.A. show. She came and popped in to tell everybody thanks because that's normal here in L.A. Speaking of, Trevor doesn't know this yet. But in like 2 weeks, I may not be here for Wednesday. Trevor has no idea. I'm literally blindsiding him live because there's an event happening in downtown LA that I'm trying to get into, and if I can get into it, I've already spoke to Doug, and Doug is like, we can talk further about it, which is usually a good sign. So cross your fingers. I'm not gonna jinx it and say what it is, but it's pretty spectacular, and it is going to be streaming across the entire world. And I'm trying to become part of the live audience, and I'll know more next Saturday whether I was able to or not. But listen, I'm gonna do one last check of the app. I see spinning wheel of death. All right, no new orders. That's it. We're done. Chippendale's comeback tour. I cannot confirm or deny that. I cannot tell you whether or not it is the Thunder from Down Under. I cannot tell you if it's Magic Mike the Fourth. I don't. So I have this thing where when I get excited about something, and I get like, and I start talking about it before it's official. Um, this is true. I'm not saying this to be like funny. It's true. I found when I talk about something I really want and it hasn't happened yet, it tends to not happen. Something happens. Um, I had tickets to go see Velvet Revolver with Scott Weiland. Um, they kicked him out of the band. They brought him back for a tour, and he died before the Buffalo show. So I took those tickets, and obviously we got a refund. And I bought Linkin Park tickets because I always enjoyed their music. And a month before the Buffalo show, Chester killed himself. And it's like, okay, two things that I was excited for my youth. And many other things in my life have happened where I have wanted to do things, and I talked about it and was psyched about it and really jazzed about it and told everybody, oh, it's happening, it's great, I can't wait, and then it doesn't happen. So this is one of those, yeah, kind of like trying to buy a specifically numbered box. Exactly, Dangle. This is one of those things where I really want this to happen, so I don't think I'm going to talk about it until the tickets are in my hand, um, because I don't want to jinx it. But once the tickets are in hand, and if I can get the tickets, it would be next Saturday. I will then tell everybody because it'll be nuts. So yeah. Thanks, Hellbolt. Thanks. It is not audio. It is, I can't, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's gonna be great. So, with that said, I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other so that we can enjoy Friday the 13th together. I may have some very specific Milli Vanilli tour can't happen. One of them killed themselves. Very specific giveaways that might be Friday the 13th involved. Raid? Yeah, we haven't done that in a while, have we? Give me a second. We can raid somebody. And then I'll say goodbye again. That's not the right button. That's the button. Who we got? Oh, we could do Babe. Babe has only been on for 2 hours. Yeah, let's raid Babe. All right. Again, I love each and every one of you. Take care of yourselves and each other. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. I got some giveaways ready for you. So it should be a really good time. I highly recommend you tuning in tomorrow. With that said, we are going to raid the immensely talented and wonderful to talk to Babe Ross and see what she is up to. And oh, she's already got her mustache painted, so you know it's going to be a good time. I'll see you later, everybody.